Hey y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody doing here in YouTube and in Twitch? You know, we try to stream simultaneously for Good Afternoon Royals and that good old Florida Negro news. And we're going to get into it today, y'all. There's some stuff going on. The news is entertaining, at least if I do say so myself. Listen, I'm glad to see y'all. It's a wonderful day. Some of y'all got to hang with us last night while we talked about College Hill, that first episode. I'm going to be back to talk about the second episode this evening. But in the meanwhile, how y'all doing? How is everybody doing? It's so good to see you. Please hit the like button. Please, y'all, hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let me greet. Okay, and act like I got some good manners. Let me make sure I greet everybody before I start running my big old mouth. Because y'all know I'm going to run it. I got to. Jackie Gaines, how you doing? Shanika C., what's up, sis? Lala Chanel, good to see you. Fly Gray Street. Earthquakes over in South Carolina. You know what? Up until about a year ago, I didn't even know y'all was having earthquakes over there while Mama was still alive. That's when I started finding out after she got over there that they was having earthquakes. Is that something that's always happened? I don't remember that. Oh my gosh. Hey, Miss MO1, how you doing? Deandra, how you doing, sis? Good to see you. Kenya 330, what's happening? What's happening? Candy R, how are you? Good to see you. Vanessa Comagate is in the house. All right. Good to see you, Rochelle. Hey, sister, what's happening? Always a pleasure. Who else we got up in here? Who else is in here? Uh-oh, Candace Lane. Hey, lady. How you doing? Good to see you. The beautiful Chanel D. Queen is in the house. Miss Ree is here. Hardest working lady in hair braiding. Y'all know who it is. DV, good to see you. Always a pleasure. Always happy to have you. All right. How y'all doing this Wednesday? I ain't going to talk about my Wednesday. I ain't going to talk about it. No, I'm blessed. Need W. You say you can't wait for the news today, girl. We got to get into all of it. I am unique. How you doing? There's my Christian Key. How you doing, my love? Good to see you. Miss Gigi is definitely in the building, as well as learning to love myself. How are you? The beautiful CC Miller, she says she passing through to say hi. She gonna try to make it back. I hope you make it back, sis. Kim Bird, hey lady, how you doing? Quiet Storm 87, good to see you, sis. Hey Vet, how you doing? Cheryl, you made it. All right now. Who else we got? My sister, the gorgeous, the beautiful, the talented, the wonderful Lily is here. All right, Debbie Parnell, how you doing, sis? Always a pleasure to see you. Always happy when you get a chance to stop by. Sin City, thank you for holding us down in Twitchland. DH, how you doing? Hey there, Miss Kaiser Sose. Girl, you better catch up on College Hill. It's showing up good. They ain't lie to you. Hey, Miss Sparkle. All right. I didn't think that was normal in South Carolina. I've been in and out of Carolina my whole life. And when I first heard it, it shook me, man. Hey, DS, it was real scary. Like, what's really going on? Yep. 30 this year. Something is not right. Queen Mermaid, how you doing? I got theories. Y'all know I got a theory for everything. Sometimes I'm going to be quiet on them theories. Nina Ross, how you doing? You say you at work again? Miss Ree keeping us cool in Twitchland. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you being there. That means a lot. Mike Kia, Cocoa Pop. Hey, gorgeous. You going to check the replay? Randa. Hey, love. I'm so glad you caught a live, too. I love when you're here. I love to hear your point of view on everything. Nacho Twins, mama, how you doing? I'm glad you are here, baby sister. Good to see you. Cool gamer. How are you? All right. So listen, let's get into the news. Let's get into the updates. Y'all, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. I want to talk about everything. I just told Queen Mermaid, like, shoot, I had to cut the stories at a certain point or else we won't get off here. I would have never got going and we'd have never got off of here. You got a theory too, Fly Gray Street? I'm telling you, I got a theory. And this, people probably think I'm crazy anyway. So I try not to say too much about my theories because I know, other people are more traditionally what people consider sane. And I don't want to make nobody think I'm any crazier than they already do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to say too much about my theory. R. Kelly. What happened with R. Kelly? I'm lost. I'm extremely, extremely lost. Child, we got to talk about everything. Okay, so listen. Candy R, I guess she'll get back to me and tell me what's going on with R. Kelly later on. So, you saying he got 30 years? Well, that's all right. Go, Sylvester. You can do 30. Hey, happy to be happy. You on time. All right. Well, y'all heard it over here. Your sisters told you I wasn't paying no attention. Aura, Sylvester the molester Kelly done got 30 years, and this is cause for celebration. Cause for celebration. The only thing I don't like is this part right here, federal prison. I want him to go to a state prison. Might I suggest Louisiana or Florida? We have lovely prisons in the state of Louisiana and in the state of Florida. And I would prefer he went to a state prison because federal prisons are a little too nice for the likes of him. He don't deserve nothing as nice as a federal prison. Josie, thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate the support. Thank you so, so much. Now, that's a nice way to start my Wednesday. And that definitely put a smile on my face, and I appreciate you. So listen. First of all, let's talk about your Supreme Court again. And I want to know what y'all think about this. Well, the Supreme Court is pissing everybody off. Now, this one didn't piss me off, but it's pissing off them people that are so dogmatic about the separation of church and state. Me, I don't understand why it turned into such a huge issue, but I also understand one thing. In order for, I'm going to just say it, hey, Dana Cutler, how you doing, sis? In order for the Antichrist to come to power, they need to reunify church and state. So a lot of things we're seeing are really just, in the words of Lala Chanel, is real revelation-ish, right? But this one, I wasn't necessarily mad at. This is one of them things that I guess it just had to happen. So what they did was, this was on Monday. And I didn't go and do our Good Afternoon Royals yesterday for obvious reasons. We had some family things that needed to be taken care of and whatnot. And I wasn't in place. But Monday, now, first of all, the school district was accused of violating the First Amendment rights of a high school football coach because he prayed at the 50-yard line after games. So literally they fired him for praying, which I'm just like, okay, y'all have done too much anyway. You mean to tell me you gonna fire the man because he prayed? Who did he hurt because he prayed? But you know how they are, especially Democrats. They really have a stranglehold on how people do things now. You can't call right wrong. You can't call right. You got to call what's wrong right. And if you don't agree with what's wrong being right, then you evil. And we need to penalize you. If you praying, we need to hurt you. Hey, Angel Baby. Hey, Renee. So the man prayed. Dude got fired, right? They say that the school district violated his rights by firing him for praying. Now, it's so funny because, get this, guess who voted to say that man had a right to pray? The Republicans. That's why I say, you can't ever put all your money on one side or the other because you don't never know who's going to do what. But in reality, there go the story about Aura Kelly and his 30 years. All right, go, Aura, go. But the bottom line is this. I find it interesting that all three Democrats felt like that man should have been fired because he prayed. For praying, he should be fired. Shell, thank you for holding us down in Twitch land. I'm just saying, I just want y'all to know who's doing what. And I want y'all to get in the habit of watching who's doing what. How these Supreme Court justices vote is important. You need to know who's voting. You need to know which party they represent. So you know exactly when you carry your hips to the polls and you want to vote, understand that you don't just vote because somebody told you, you black, you vote this. Or you black, you vote for this person because they appear to be black. All this other stuff, because we have established over here on this porch, everybody who look black ain't black. Everybody they tell you black ain't black. Refer to camel toe. So you have to actually pay attention to these people's politics and what they do. All right. Thank you for holding us down in Twitch, Jackie. I appreciate it. That's what I'm saying. Watch and see how they vote, which party backed them, who seated them. All that stuff matters. You can't just, because for so many years they tell us what to do and we just do it. You got to stop and think. You got to stop and think. So all three Democrat judges voted that it was okay for them to fire that man for saying a prayer. Okay? They went ahead and they voted that he was violated. The court said that his prayers amounted to private speech, protected by the First Amendment, and could not be restricted by the school district. Now, let's talk about what that really means. Let's talk about what it really, really means. Hey, King Sankara, how you doing? Okay. Well, see, but this is the thing. It's no longer, but I don't understand. My thing is, it appears to me that Democrats seem to be all for freedoms as long as, Sin City from NOLA, you say you here for your daily family time with your other family and some good old FNN, honey, with our big sis Shanitra. I know that's right. I'm glad you're here to get your good old Florida Negro news. Hey, Nadia. Lily say, I pray where I want to pray. They on some bull. They on some bull. They were on some bull. And we'll see, this is the thing where I feel like people need to pay attention. I find it interesting and very telling that Democrats are only in favor of freedom as long as it's not for Christians. If you're a Christian, you don't have no freedom. How dare you pray? And I absolutely this time agree with the court. I agree with the court. They said that man's prayers amounted to private speech, which it did, protected by the First Amendment, which it is, and can't be restricted by the school district, which it should not. But now this is the question, right? This is the question. These are the same liberal school districts that want to bring drag performers into kindergarten classrooms. The people who have this ideology are the same people who met with DeSantis for saying, hey, kindergarten through third grade, let's not talk about any type of sexuality. And running around talking about the don't say gay bill, the don't say gay law, which is bull. That ain't even what it was. That ain't what it is. All of that speech is okay, even if it's something that's inappropriate based on the age of the children. All that's okay. Somebody praying on a 50-yard line with his mouth, he's not teaching it in a classroom. He ain't forcing it on nobody. He said a prayer. And all of a sudden, that was a reason to fire this man. This is one time, I'm sorry, y'all, Supreme Court got this one right. Now, I don't believe they got that Roe versus Wade right. But at the same time, like I said the other day, all that did was remove federal protections for it. It didn't remove your right to get it done. It just removed federal protections and shifted it back to the states. However, on this one, I feel like they were absolutely right. And I think it made them Democrats slip hang a little bit more than it had been in past times. I think they've gotten a little too bold with their demonic agenda. I think they've gotten a little bit too bold when it comes to, okay, I'm going to be able to just take away whatever rights we want. We're going to enforce our agendas, and you don't have a right to say anything about it. And now you ain't even got a right to pray. There you go, Vanessa. What's wrong will be right, and what's right will be wrong. That's exactly what they got on. That's what they got on their mind to do. That's exactly what they got on their minds to do. Yes, we are in the last days. They want to stop you from praying. I want to see how many black folks run to the polls to vote Democrat. These people don't want you to pray, and they want to corrupt your kids and call you a terrorist if you want to stop them. That's right. Protect that praying man's rights. Thank you very much. They love attacking Christians. Where's our protection? Jesus. Our protection is Calvary, because without that Calvary protection plan, we ain't got no protection. We ain't got no protection. Okay, if you think I'm joking, go anywhere and let people know you're a Christian and see how many insults you get, and nothing will happen. You insult anybody who practices any other religion, hell, insult somebody, you ain't even got to insult them. All you got to do is say something is against your religion as a Christian, and see how quick that you get labeled as hateful. They will call you saying that something is against your religion as hate speech. And with the Title IX expansions, they might even say that you saying something is against your religion as being harassment. Even in the space we in right now, we right here in YouTube. Y'all know I done been on here just talking about real stuff and mentioned the fact that I love Jesus. And we had a clown in the comments talking about, oh, the YouTube preacher. You mammy? I ain't no YouTube preacher. I'm just somebody who's not ashamed or afraid to say I love the Lord. You'll get over it. Candy R say the Antichrist making its way through, but God. Sure enough, I just want y'all to know what time it is now. That's what we're dealing with. But this time, y'all, all gripes aside, this time the Supreme Court got that one right. So definitely, I ain't got no complaints on that one. I can't blame them on that one. I can't even critique them real hard on that one. Okay? Lala say exactly, you can insult a tree hugger and there's a problem, but it's open season on Christians. It is. It is. Joseph say, my coworker like to do that, and when I tell them I'm a preacher's daughter, they run. Right. Thank you, King Sankars. He says, as it was in the days of Noah. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Babylon is falling. Babylon must come down. And the truth of the matter is, we can't be prepared without paying attention to what's going on around us. That's the whole point of sitting up and going over the news every day and making sure that we're actually paying attention to what's happening, how these people are voting, and how the moves that they're making globally and domestically. That word that that fella didn't understand when he supposed to been over here taking care of domestic issues, all that stuff. But when the moves that they're making globally and domestically, how they affect us, we got to talk about it. We got to pay attention. Okay. So it was very interesting. It was very interesting to see them try to walk back that story. Remember I told y'all they told that lie on Pootie Tang, saying that them people had defaulted on their bonds, and them people ain't defaulted. They paid their money in the Euroclear, the settlement house, and the people they're saying they can't work with them due to the sanctions. At the end of the day, they didn't default nothing. So now they having to come back out and tell the truth, like, well, they did pay it, but you can't get your money due to sanctions. So don't go lie and say that them people didn't pay. Y'all didn't release them people's money. You better get them people their money and quit lying. Talking about Pootie Tang them ain't paid it. They paid it. Hey, Black Cherry. Okay. So at the end of the day, According to Dmitry Peskov, this was Monday, day before yesterday. He told them flat out. He said the fact that Euroclear withheld y'all money and didn't transfer it to the recipients, this is no longer our problem. There's a reason. There is no reason to call this a default because it ain't no default. Them people paid their money. You better get them people their money and quit lying. King St. Carl said anytime we go to speak the truth, they try to drain us or stop our truth bringing. They sure do. They sure do. They will lie on you, darn and set you on fire to make you be quiet. They will censor you, stop your platforms. But the most important thing is you have to talk about what's important and just trust God to have your back because it is what it is. And basically, they're still sitting up trying to push what's, if we do this, then in the long term, Russians will suffer. Like, I don't see no suffering. Personally, it looked like to me them people doing just fine. It looked like to me they doing just fine. But anyway, so the next thing that I want y'all to know about is, okay. Next thing we need that I wanted to mention, since we're talking about Pootie Tang them, let's go ahead and get into it. Lily, what you say? Say I like Max W, but it's as if she is glitching. Her and MP almost like robots or aliens. Who's Max? Oh, but listen, why are we talking about Pootie Tang them over there? You know, the red giant, you know, good old Russia. I don't know who they Russian or what they Russian to go do, but Pootie Tang them. Apparently they had the little G7 summit and they came up with most sanctions that don't work. So now it's a sanction on Russian gold imports. How that affects us, not really sure. As it is now, their sanctions are working like gangbusters if they're planning to help Pootie Tang. Oh, you mean Maxine Waters? Okay, gotcha. And Pelosi. Okay, gotcha. They wait, Lily, they old. I'm sorry. Lily, they old. Hey, AAE. But yeah, most sanctions that don't work, not on the reserves on Russian gold imports. Now, like I said, right now the sanctions really, they're just not working at this stage. The sanctions, what'd you say? Not they old. They old. Miss Ree, you know them people old. Come on now. We all like ain't Auntie Max, but Auntie Max is old. It ain't gonna do nothing. He don't care. Okay, well let's look at this. Let's look at the scorecard, right? Let's look at the scorecard. You did sanctions. Russian oil supplies is soaring. The ruble is at an all-time high. If I was them, I wouldn't be worried about it either. I would be sitting back like I sure hope they bring some more of them sanctions. Hell, can y'all start sanctioning black people, please? We need some money. We need some money bad. Josie, you say G7 is a joke. The media here is clowning them. It is a joke. It's a joke. You basically a bunch of Western people come together to try to figure out how to tell other people who ain't Western clear people what to do. Is what that amounts to. And what can we do to try to force them to do what we say that they need to do? That's what it comes down to. Well, I mean, maybe they finna die, Lily. You reckon? They might be finna leave. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to talk nothing up on them, but you know the angel of death might be tapping them on the shoulder. Say the ruble is dead. I'm telling you, it's at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. Hey, LEL. That's all I'm trying to tell you. So at the end of the day, that's what they came up with. I find it interesting. I think it's I think it's very, very interesting. So next thing that we want to cover real quick is that they had their little January 6th committee, right? Because they still trying to make us care about what happened in January 6th. Reality, it ain't got nothing to do with us. It got nothing to do with us at all. I really, to be honest, I couldn't care. But for the fact that it's just turned comical. When I say it just turned comical, it has just turned comical. It did. Let me tell you why it's so funny. Y'all need to hear why it's so funny. So this is why it just turned comical. So they got this lady, and I can't say, and I don't want to accuse her of nothing. You know, we do like the old people. I don't want to accuse her of nothing. But it's starting to look like she pulled the Amber Heard, y'all. So they brought this woman in. She looked like she lying too. They brought her in. They say she was Mark Meadows' aide, 25-year-old. I hope that ain't a picture of her, because if so, she need to change her name to Old Libya. But 25-year-old former aide to Mark Meadows, and she came and did a testimony, and she said they say she was often in the room where it happened. Right. AAE said for real, Shanitra, January 6th got nothing to do with anybody. This is political theater, not making waves or changing anyone's mind regarding Trump. That's what they hoping. And the other thing that they hoping is that they'll be able to get some type of judgment or something that'll stop him from running again in 2024. Because they pretty much know, I think at this point, the whole world knows, whoever runs against Biden is your next president. Anybody who runs against him is the president. Nobody's letting him back in. Yeah, Amber Heard. I think she pulling the Amber Heard. Queen Mermaid, you over there in Twitch? You say she was lying for sure. I believe it. Uh-oh, there go my Angie from Miami. My sis is here. Wait a minute. One of my sisters missing. Let me message my sister. Hold on, y'all. Oh, shoot. I'm up here running my mouth and didn't even realize my sister wasn't here. Oh, man. Okay, let me get my little self together. What am I thinking about? It's one of them days. It's one of them days. Y'all forgive me. I don't know what I was smoking. Especially when I don't smoke no more. Okay. Hey, LaPriest. Child, me either. But when it turned comedic, I had to watch. Y'all know I like to laugh. See, I thought she wasn't telling the truth. No, she lying. She lying. Lord, Lala says she lying by the age. You said she 25, you 12. Hell, if she 25, I'm 24. Now, that's all I'm saying. If she 25, then your girl is 24. But let me tell you what happened, right? So she say that old Trumpy, the monkey with a wig, was arguing that the people with the pistols and the weapons, that they shouldn't have to go through no metal detectors before his January 6th speech at the Stop the Steal rally, because he wanted the crowd to look big. That's what she said. That's what she said. Then she said that it was a nightmare backseat driver moment because the monkey with a wig was told he couldn't join the protest at the Capitol after his speech. And she said he got mad and he jumped up and tried to grab the wheel of the car when one of the people that worked Secret Service had to try to stop him. When he and then said he went for the man's throat. Then she said that he wasn't mad when the people said hang Mike Pence. Oh, well, if he wasn't mad, he wasn't mad now. Ain't no law not to be mad. Then she said the monkey with a wig was throwing food and flipping the tablecloth so everything on the table went on the floor. And said she did it repeatedly. And she said he did it repeatedly. Okay? So they thought that, they had something, honey. They had that, and NBC News picked this mess up, went running with it. And then within hours, it didn't even last 24 hours, and everything just fall apart. Everything fell apart. You say a demon wearing a wig. Hello. Say I still smoke this smoke. And if she 25 is 1988 and my mama's still working on me, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, so get this. Within hours, everything fell apart. Everything. Child, tell me why. The lead Secret Service agent, Mr. Bob Engel. I can almost tell what that man looked like just from his name. I'm not gonna say what I believe he looked like, but I just feel like I could just see him in my mind because his name is Bob Engel. Hey, sunshine, sunshine. So Bob Engel say he was prepared to testify under oath that neither man was assaulted. So they say Trumpy ain't jumped on them. He say him nor that lace front ain't jumped on us. He ain't lunged with no steering wheel. I say, ooh, not she up here lying, trying to help them get a win. And then they say that other sources in the Secret Service also started talking about her claims. And one agent actually went to cussing and said it was bull sugar honey iced tea. That's what they said. And what you say, DH? You say Mr. Engel said I was not subject to the POTUS pause. No, not at all. Not at all. And can I just say that man body looked like it's made out of some soft, doughy substance. Like it's safe to say that Trump really could not even have bones. That man may be just a bag of butterscotch pudding. Like he looks so mushy. If he hit you, the question is, would you even feel it? I don't know that you would. I can't tell you that you wouldn't, but I don't know that you would. Okay? I don't know. I just want you to be aware. I have no idea. But he say it ain't even happened, so we don't even know whether pudding can punch anybody. Then ABC jumped in and they said that the handwritten note that she testified was written by her was in fact written by the White House lawyer Eric Hirschman on January 6, 2021. Wait a minute, y'all. Now we got to pick this apart. Now this lie getting deep. This girl is Amber Heard's cousin. They first cousins. So a handwritten note that she says she wrote at the time was actually written by the White House lawyer last year. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Why would the White House lawyer write a note for her to lie and say she wrote the note? Now, listen. Is what y'all call creepy sleepy Joe Brandon? Y'all think this a plot put together by Brandon? You say exactly. He's a real life pastry puff. He really is. I wouldn't shake his hand because I don't like touching stuff that's mushy. It look like if you shake his hand, your fingers just gonna sink in, and you're gonna get some of that under your fingernails. He say Donald body is jello, and that suit he wear is the mold. Soon as he take it off, he liquid again. Y'all remember when Peter Griffin did that on Family Guy? Y'all remember that? He lost all his bones. He was just an amorphous blob. Remember that? AAE say you cannot get him with the 2 impeachments. Lick your wounds and keep it pushing. So now they up here writing letters and telling the girl to say it's hers. Oh, Lord. She calling that man Jigglypuff. I'm through. Hey, JRW. JRW said first she said she was there. Then she said she was told. Yeah, this Amber Heard first cousin, y'all. She didn't see the incident she claimed. But she claimed that all this stuff done happened. And I want to know why the White House attorney wrote her a note and she said that she wrote the note. Did they tell her to tell that lie? Or is that a lie she told on her own? Tyler Nett, how you doing? How you doing? But that's what she said. Then Bloomberg came in and they said that she actually had applied for a job to work with Trumpy at his house. 8 days after the riots. Y'all, this getting deep. So are we seeing her come out and do an Amber Heard because she tried to get a job and the man wouldn't give her no job? Maybe she didn't look young and blonde enough to get the job. You know, that's how they like it. He like him anyway, young and blonde. I still want to know what happened to that case where he was supposed to be being investigated for messing with some underage girl. I still want to hear the outcome of that. Like, they going after stuff and making up stuff. Trump done did enough illegal stuff, like legit illegal. Why y'all can't get him on none of that? I'm saying. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I don't know. I don't know what to say, y'all, but this look like they plotting on something. They plotting on something. So anyway, let's talk about this food crisis and back to these G7 people. So what they say is they gonna give $4.5 billion to fight the global food crisis caused by the war in with Vlad versus Vlad. Now, y'all, I got a problem with this. Now, according to the U.S. Agency for International Development, they say 750,000 people are at immediate risk of starvation around the world as a direct result of Vlad versus Vlad. My problem with that is this. You got people hungry right here. And when the G7, they're talking about G7 leaders pledged $4.5 billion, how much of that coming from the U.S.? And why ain't nobody concerned with the food crisis in the U.S.? It's people that do not qualify for stamps, but because of their income that comes in, but their income is being allocated to survival items, such as energy costs, which have shot through the roof, such as fuel costs, which have shot through the roof. Okay? Now, when it comes to medication, listen, if you ain't heard, let me just tell you, Mark Cuban got his own pharmacy thing online, pharmacy site online. Y'all need to hit Mark Cuban's pharmacy site. But prices of pharmaceuticals, all those things cut into what people have to spend for food. And apparently, America is not counted in that 750,000 people that they claim is facing food shortages and food insecurities as a direct result of Vlad versus Vlad. What about the people suffering indirectly? Because you keep siphoning off all the money, making inflation worse, so that they suffering and can't buy food at a level that they should be able to. Hey, Shamika, how you been, girl? So 4.5 billion is what they said for the food crisis. This is what they came up with. Russian gold import sanctions and 4.5 billion for 750,000 people, none of which is us. None of which is us. And it's sitting up here to talk about America and their friends at the G7 blaming Putin, talking about for using hunger as a weapon. You a liar. Putin done told y'all, hey, Alita, Putin done told y'all, they went public and said they got plenty, they willing to share. Y'all the ones that won't let the boats come in the port so people can have the food. So you're blocking these people from getting food. And then you saying you're going to give $4.5 billion toward it when the person that you call yourself mad with, that you blaming for it, is basically telling you they'll help defray the cost by giving food, and you not allowing their boats in the port. Hey, Lita. Hey, Sherry. Right, because don't nobody care nothing about us. Don't nobody care nothing about us at all, especially if you have the misfortune of the divine gift of blackness. It's a problem. But they blaming this man when he done told you could get it. Mind you, now, remember I told y'all how much of that coming from the U.S.? I want y'all to understand what's going on. G7, we talking about 7 different leaders, right? 7 different leaders and $4.5 billion. How much of that is coming from the U.S.? Just guess. I want y'all in the chat. This interactive, y'all. Out of 4.5 billion, how much of that you think coming from the U.S.? I just want to know what y'all think. Lita, I got that email too. I just want to know what y'all think. I want your opinion. I really want your opinions. I really and truly do. No bull. How much? I want to see in the chat. I'm waiting on some answers. I want to know. Sherry Shell say 3 billion. That's not a bad guess. All of it. If they could, 4 billion, all of it, probably all. Lily say 75%. Good guesses. Oh no, JRW. I wish it was none, but it ain't none. No. So let's I want to really paint a picture for you. Oh yeah, Germany's stingy. France is cheap. 3.5. These are all very good guesses. Let me paint the picture. Let me set the scene. Picture it. Sicily, 1945. The countries involved are Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the UK, and the US. 7 out of 7 countries. Let me be real ignorant. Let me get my calculator. Okay. 4.5 divided by 7. Everybody should be paying, I want to say maybe 6.4 million out of that. If everybody put in equally, it'd be 6.4 million. Right? Shouldn't it be? That's about right? Hold on. Let me make sure I got this right. 6.4 times 7. So somewhere along in there. Somewhere in that area, right? Okay. But it wasn't split up equally. Out of 7 countries, America's got to pay 2.76 billion. 2.76 billion out of 4.5 billion. 2.76 billion out of 4.5 billion. How are we paying almost half when it's 7 countries? Shouldn't it be at least 3 of the countries to take up half and 3 to take up the other half, and maybe y'all split the difference or something? How we end up paying almost half? Right. Thank you. 642 million each if it was equal. So thank you, because I was trying to write, read, and everything. 642 million each if it's equal. How in the world did they get out of paying they 642 million? And we got to pay 2.7. Hold on. Let me get the number right. 2.76 billion. Okay, so let me be petty. If we paying 2.76 billion, hold on. Let me get this right. 4.5 billion minus 2.76 billion. So that leaves 1,740 million. So now the other 6 is going to split 1.7. How? Y'all commit 4.5, but y'all only going to split the 1.7. How? How? Y'all tell me that makes sense. We supposed to be rich and not. Nah, what it is they busy robbing them, the American people, and giving the money to everybody else. AAE say the United States pays everything and controls everything because it's always been the United States idea. This is a corporation. This place was built to give resources to other Western imperialists. And that's still what we're doing. We are nothing but resources for these people. They only let you off the plantations because the whole place is a plantation. You work, they take your taxes. If you don't pay it, they put you in jail. You're going to work for free and you free labor so they can take the money, starve the hell out you, and give it to everybody else and talk about we trying to help people because they starving because of Vlad versus Vlad. Who the hell told you to go over there bothering with Vlad? Who told you to go bothering with Putin? This is the kind of stuff they do. You say they either always want to be the bully or to be liked. I'm telling you, Sherry, go deeper. It's not so much that they trying to be liked. When they throwing their money around, it's so they can maintain and keep influence, keep control over people. Money equals control. They throw the money in so they can have control because they not only want to force their agendas on us, they want to force their agenda on other people. And get mad when some of them countries be like, get the hell up out of here with that. Like they went over there talking about pride in Turkey and them people was like, you finna go to jail. They always trying to push it. Like Obama had the nerve to go over there into some of those African countries, Uganda, I believe for sure, trying to push his homosexual agenda. And them people was like, get up out of here. If you don't want to send us no aid because we ain't with the bull crap, then keep your aid. Their money equals control. That's really what this is all about. And they're so hungry for control that they will use us up, starve us out in order to try to maintain control over other people. I just want you to know what your people is up to. I just want you to know what your people is up to. Okay? Helmet head bicycle boy don't want to hear the complaints. He changing lives. I don't want to hear it. I'm changing lives. Yep. Thank you. We're making them wealthy. Uganda found a lot of gold, but like we just talked about, Congo, in the Congo, just a few months back, they literally found a mountain of gold. And they're already plotting on those people. Already plotting on them people. Funneling money to Rwanda to furnish money to those quote unquote rebels, those terrorists, so they can steal it. Talking about you sending people to Rwanda. Y'all got an agreement. Y'all ain't got no agreement. You wasn't gonna send but 11 people, and at the last minute you stopped that flight. But the money still went though. And ain't nobody talking about what y'all doing with the money. But anyway, I digress. Next up, right now, CVS Rite Aid is saying that the Plan B pills, they only letting y'all buy them 3 at a time after the Supreme Court ruling. These girls are stocking up on the Plan B. Listen, I know that ain't funny, but I just want y'all to know. Right. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Hey, Sharon Fona, how you doing? But yeah, that's what's going on. They said that it's been an increased demand, so they cutting down on the amount that you is able to buy. Girl, we all sick of that boy. We sick of that old man. We are. So basically, Amazon started limiting too. Amazon started limiting how many Plan Bs you could buy per week. Per week. So you can get 3 a week, ladies. I don't know. I hope you don't need 3 a week, but you can still get 3 a week. But I just thought it was funny that they was limiting them because I think a lot of people went and bought them up because they thought they was going to be out of, they was going to outlaw them or something. I keep telling people, man, learn what the law means so you don't panic and do crazy stuff. These folks done panicked so hard and bought so many Plan Bs, they got to limit the amount that you able to buy. You say, I'm going to buy Hey, I'm going to buy some stock for Plan B. Yeah, may as well buy you some Plan B stock, find out which pharmaceutical company makes them, and go put your money in. You say you don't like CVS, no way. Yeah, that's right. You say you knew it was going to happen. I'm telling you, Lisa, it is sad. It really is. No joking about it. It's very sad. But they had to limit it because everybody ran out to try to buy them out to buy everything they had on the shelf. And you know they got supply chain issues now. So if you buy everything on the shelf, when the next girl come in there, she can't even get her stuff because y'all done bought all the Plan Bs. Not y'all. I hope my sisters ain't in there buying all the Plan Bs. Let's just say, what is Plan B? That's the pill that they take, the morning after pill, after they done been out there being nasty. They got to take the Plan B so they don't get a baby the next morning. Quiet Storm say, don't forget, if you weigh over 160, the Plan B is not as effective. I mean, I'm sure if you take 2, you'll be all right. Resale Plan B is up. Yep. That's what I think. That's why people were stocking up too, so they could sell them in case they went out of, in case they outlawed them. Say, I guess tell a friend to tell a friend, buy up some for you. Well, you can get 3 a week. You shouldn't need no more than 3 a week. I hope you ain't doing nothing so bad that you need more than 3 Plan Bs in a week. Good Lord, I hope you don't need 3 in a year or in 5 years. But I'm not in the business of policing pocketbooks. Whatever you do with your pocketbook, please be safe. Please operate responsibly. That's all I can say. You say Plan B probably gonna be the new street drug. Probably is when all you need is parsley. But let me shut up, because that ain't none of my business. Everybody running out to spend $50. You could have went and got some parsley for less than $2 and solved your problem. But again, let me be quiet because it's none of my business. Now, the state of California, let's talk about this, what California got going on. Now, the state of California been giving out stimulus checks. Shannon Porter, how you doing? I'm just saying, if you know you're a juicy fruit, go on, take you too. Why not? Excuse me, y'all. I had to cough. Thank you. I am telling the truth. I promise you I ain't lying to you. What'd you say, Lisa Lee? Oops. Yeah, let me be quiet. I don't want nobody saying that I'm telling y'all what to do and how to do. I'm just saying. Parsley's cheaper. But anyway, 23 million Californians is going to get $1,050 in inflation relief checks, which is a type of stimulus, right? Now, this is a $17 billion relief package that is, and it's going to also, in this relief package, not just the checks, in the relief packages, they also going to suspend the state sales tax on diesel fuel and provide additional aid to help people with rent and utility bills. Okay, that's what they came up with. I think that's nice because California, y'all living rough out there, man. Them prices. I don't know how you got to get it. It just happened. So you might have to check your state websites. I don't know y'all's website out there and find out how you qualify, if you qualify, and what to do. Because I do know you have to qualify, and they said they'll be receiving up to $1,050. So everybody might not get the entire amount. But I would say definitely go to your state website, and if you qualify, get your money. Okay? Say it is what you need. Don't start, Shanitra. I ain't gonna start. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm sorry. My bad, y'all. Say get to know your neighbors for those who want to know you, who want to know. Yeah, that's a good idea. Say Newton held on to that stimulus package money. I'm glad he did, because now the people really need it. Okay, pay attention to how it went. They sent the money when the lockdown started. Things hadn't gotten bad yet, but people used it to catch up on bills because a lot of them was put out of work, right? So now that things have gotten terrible, ain't no help coming. I'm gonna give y'all the punchline to all this in a minute. So anyway, in that $17 billion package, rent aid, utility aid, Gonna take the tax off the diesel fuel, which is important for them fellas that's driving trucks and for people who own businesses and they got work trucks that drive on diesel. You can't run these people out of business because they can't afford to run their trucks. See, the bottom line is, I told y'all, man, this was a transfer of wealth. This was an attack on small businesses and the middle class. That's what's really going on. Now, Vanessa said, yep, they just passed it. I get about $250. Okay, yeah. Sis, check into it. Check the website, Lisa, so you can find out how to get yours. Alita said, I live in the Bay. Go to the state website. You can find the info there. Okay, that's what I was thinking, y'all. Go to the state website. If you're in the state of California, please go to the state of California official website. Find out how to qualify because they trying to do right by y'all. The other states say screw y'all. Okay? So, say the more income, the less you get. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hazeline. So, get this. I think that's going to be helpful. I think it was a very smart thing to do. California got the highest gas prices in the whole country right now, and that's a fact. This is not me exaggerating, y'all. This is the facts. The average price per gallon over there about $6.32 on Monday, or 29, and that's 29% higher than the national average overall. So Newsom had proposed this, sending out 400 checks per vehicle to the residents with a cap of 2 vehicles. But the other lawmakers said this plan will be better to give out more money for people who earn less money, which makes sense. The people who have less actually need more. It'll make sense. It'll make sense, okay? So that's what they're gonna do. And they say they just want to help the people cope with the global inflation, rising prices of everything from gas to groceries. Okay? So that's just it. So what they're saying is, single taxpayers, if you earn less than $75,000 a year, and couples, if you file jointly and y'all make less than $150,000, y'all gonna get $350 per taxpayer. Taxpayers with dependent children gonna get an extra $350. In other words, a couple that makes $125,000, got 2 children, will qualify for $350 per adult, $350 for the children, for a total of $1,050. That's how they come to that total. Okay? So the higher income residents will receive smaller payments, and that makes sense. That makes sense. And they say if you earn over $500,000, over $500,000, and if you single and you earn over $250,000, you're not eligible for payments, which you ought not to be. You already blessed. Even if you got to spend more than you should, you still blessed, and you shouldn't want to take nothing away from somebody who's actually starving. So I think that's pretty cool, and I don't see no problem with it. But now let me tell you the punchline. Baby, the punchline is Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve is pissed off, y'all. They mad. They legit mad on record because they like, oh no, putting this money out, that's adding more money into the economy. You a lie. They already had that money. Unlike you, Jerome Powell, and the Federal Reserve and the federal government, they didn't just create this money out of thin air. This was money they had already. Hey, Gamblers Anonymous. Yeah, child, we heard about them 30 years. That's wonderful. But they already had this money. But what it is, y'all, is that they were pissed off because California broke ranks and actually started helping the people. They want the people to starve. They want the middle class to end up losing their homes, losing their businesses, the money that people have saved for their retirement. They want you to have to dip into it, use it all. They trying to drive everybody all the way in the gutters. And they mad because California decided to go ahead and help their people. Okay. I just want y'all to understand. I want y'all to understand that is what's really going on with the government that you got. Chocolate Sunshine, you listening at work? I just want you to know what's happening. These people is pissed off with California, and California is actually doing the right thing. They are. They actually doing the right thing. They ain't did nothing wrong. Nothing at all. So let's head over to the funny papers. We got a couple of cute segues into the funny papers. Couple of cute segues. So listen, the first one is that y'all Airbnb say they have announced. You ain't interrupt Gamblers Anonymous. You're welcome, honey. Hey, More Than Beauty. I almost missed you sneaking in. How you been? Good to see you. Good to see you. So listen, Airbnb say it's a permanent ban on parties. Y'all, I didn't know it was no temporary ban on parties because people been doing it. So apparently it's a policy that started back in August of 2020, and they say they done seen a 44% drop in the amount of parties that got reported. That don't mean they didn't have them. Hey, Urban Girl Gardening, how you doing, boo? You been listening while cooking. All right, I'm glad you hollered at me real quick. But it just means they start reporting it. Now in 2021, some of them did get reported because last year they say more than 6,600 people got suspended for the platform for throwing parties. So this just so you know, FYI, don't be throwing no big parties in them Airbnbs and people gonna suspend y'all and you ain't gonna be able to get another Airbnb. But I didn't even know they had it. Then I don't know if y'all heard about this. It's not necessarily funny papers, but it's lightweight news to me. They caught some more people. Oh, I know something else I need to tell y'all. Oh my God. Wait a minute. I almost let y'all get away. I can't let y'all make it. I gotta tell you. Okay. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. Wait. Is this the one? No. So listen. They opening up a camp, child, for the illegal immigrant children, and apparently they gonna have all kind of amenities, and they spending big money on that. When I get the details on that, remind me to tell y'all what's going on with that. Apparently they gonna have better amenities than children who are legally born here in the States, and these are for illegal immigrants. So let's see what happens. Also on the illegal immigrant front, they caught them over there in San Antonio smuggling people, and 46 of them was dead in the back of their trailer. So I don't know who doing it, but y'all might want to think it over. Hey, mods, y'all paying attention in the chat? Do I have any mods paying attention in the chat? Let me just take care of it then. No problem. But anyway, you say it's up to 50 of them dead now? Because I know initially it was 46, and then not, and some of them were sick. So I guess some of them that got sick ended up dead. You say you can't even get yours in the summer camp. Well, they got a camp for them where they gonna keep them and give them good education and all type of stuff with your money. Nothing for Americans, but they got that for them. I just wanted y'all to know that. I felt like you needed to know what was going on. When I get all the details, because I heard it was an extremely ridiculous amount of money. I heard it was a ridiculous amount of money. As soon as I get the exact number, I will let you know. Yeah, the children here need the money, but they don't care nothing about the children here that need the money. They don't care nothing about our children over here. But once they get grown, they'll definitely take their taxes and give it to somebody else. I'm sure they'll do that. I have no worry that they have no problem doing that. They'll be happy to. They will be happy to. Lala say, meanwhile, they have our children going to camp that resemble Camp Crystal Lake. Right, if you can even go there. Jackie said, well, it don't surprise me. They're giving out cell phones, jobs, baby formula, and money. You got that right. I heard it's going to be somewhere in the Carolinas, but I'll get the dirt. Trust me. Ken say, so it's for the immigrants that came last year. Maybe for some of them breaking in this year. They breaking in by the truckload. Didn't you hear? They just killed 50 of them. Say they ain't even got camps in your area. Say 16 hospitalized. I guess more died. They said they was hot. They was too hot to touch. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Hell, y'all want bodies in the prison so hard when they break in, put them in prison. Say, man can speak Spanish. Maybe we can get in. You might be able to. I don't speak no Spanish. So my poor children would have been in trouble. All right, over there at Camp Crystal Lake fooling with Jason and his mammy. It's true. It's true. Unfortunately, it is the truth. So it looked like, y'all, the whole news is everybody in the funny papers can't quit talking about R. Kelly, honey. They got the victims talking and everybody reacting. Child, Ghislaine Maxwell got 20 years. And you know, the dust mites have come out. The dust mites have come out. Y'all remember when Bobby Womack said, when the skeletons come out of the closet and chase you all around the room, y'all, the dust mites done came out of the closet. They gonna chase us all around the blogs. They came out and said, it's messed up that he got more time than Ghislaine Maxwell. I can't say I didn't expect it. They in two different wealth brackets, but dang, at the end of the day, she facilitated, he participated. Now you tell me why he shouldn't have got the time he got. Tell me why he shouldn't have got the time he got. That's all. I would just like to know. But the dust mites have come out. They have come out. They have come out, honey. So don't y'all be surprised. Don't be surprised, honey. The dust mites is out. They complaining. They say the only thing wrong is that there's handlers and parents and adults who knew what was going on and they enabled, but they getting off free. No, your issue is because you feel like they getting away that your friend, the PP man, should get away. The PP man is going to jail. And ain't nothing y'all can do about it. Because guess what? Don't nobody care what the dust mites got to say. Nobody. Nobody. They talking about, dang, 30 years. I don't know how to feel about this time because I can separate the man from the art. What art got to do with that? So if you can paint real good or sing real good, you can go around touching on children? You say he ain't never getting out. He might live for 35 more years. You don't know. He might make it. He might make it. Child, and the jokers came out too. Somebody saying nobody beating R. Kelly in the verses but the judicial system. Destiny say, right, I already warned my social media folk. Don't come on my timeline talking about free R. Kelly. You'll be blocked. Yeah, Ghislaine should have got life. R. Kelly should have got life. Both of them nasty. But all I'm saying is, why are the dust mites trying to compare the two? Ain't no comparison. You did wrong. You got what you got. Say, ooh, it's a new day in the industry. Oh, yeah. Say, I got Indust for the dust mites. You gonna break out the Indust? What about that lemon pledge grandma and them used to make us use? Now, they say he planning to appeal the 30-year sentence, saying that the racketeering part should have been was inappropriate. I don't know how. I don't know how. I just want y'all to know that's what they say. He gonna appeal. That's what they say, child. So, hold on. Some of this stuff I don't want to talk about. And I'm trying to be careful not to talk about anything that just bothers me. Oh, let's talk about these canceled flights. Y'all be careful. I think they said, hold on. Hey, Kobe, say what they meant was 30 years for a black cat. Well, I feel like if you touch a black child, you should get 100 years. That's what I feel. If you touch a black child, you should get 100 years for every black child you touch. Now, that's what I think. What y'all think? This is V. Hey, this is V. Say he facing more charges and to get more time added if convicted. Well, I sure hope they convict him of everything. Mm-hmm. Destiny say the way the other one allegedly ended his life, she may not make it. She know too much. I don't wish that, but you know. And that's the other thing people keep leaving out of the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, is that this lady know a whole lot of dirt on a whole lot of people. And she's been very good about not snitching. So, you know, they, even though they got to hit her, they can't hit her as hard as y'all might want them to hit her. It's a lot of moving parts. Because if they hit her too hard, then she going to have the same thing that happened to her friend happen to her. Because she know too much dirt on them people. And they know good and well if they'd have been talking about 30, 40, 50, Ghislaine might have said, you know what? You know what? No problem. Let me go ahead and just tell on everybody. That's all I'm saying. Think about it for a minute. It's a lot of it. It's a lot of that going on. So you can't just assume. But yeah, the flights, they said if you're going to New York, LA, Atlanta, and I think one other city, like be careful with your flights because they are really and truly canceling a lot of flights. So and a lot of people getting stranded at these airports and having to wait. Yeah, she got a lot of dirt on people. She just can't say, you know what I'm saying? They can't come at her like that. How are you? Hello. Let me see if I can say Lackwas Vlog. Hey, I can't say that name, but welcome. Say fact, she know a lot of people in high places. Anytime you got one of them people from Buckingham Palace caught up in the mess, ain't no telling who else is caught up in this. She know them, and knowing them ain't the problem. See, the problem is she know they dirt. She been like, come here, let me. You say she'd have been like, come here, let me holler at you. Absolutely. Say, nah, they need to force that out of her. Ghislaine needs to be public enemy number one. Not enough people talking about it. You can't make her talk, LEL. What you gonna do, waterboard her? You gonna put toothpicks under the lady's fingernails? You can't make her talk. You can't make her talk. And the people who are in power are not gonna let the judicial system do too much to that girl. If anything, that should let you know how high up this goes. It should let you know how many people that are that high up are involved in this mess because they made sure that they didn't do too much with Ghislaine. Because if they did too much with Ghislaine, honey, Ghislaine would have been like Tevin Campbell. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Can we talk for a minute? Let them have told her 30, 40, or 50 years of life. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, Miss Rhea, I tried it. I tried, but they can't make that girl talk now. And the people that's got real power in this country, they making sure they don't apply too much pressure. Because they know she gonna hit that Tevin Campbell. See, a lot of folks was on that plane itinerary. That's what I'm trying to tell you. She just need to stay alive. That's right, Destiny. For a minute. Okay? Because, hey, I know y'all tripping with this time. Right. The high places, the people, the participants. It's too much. So exactly. She know everyone was in that nasty, scary island. All of them going down there to the nasty island. Everybody named who done came out was low level. Them celebrities and stuff, low level. The fact that the prince got exposed and he came out and they still hiding other people, that should tell you something. The people who got real power in this world, baby, they involved in this mess. So they playing in our face with this one. They pretended like this was just a service level case of human trafficking. Her case ain't over. Yeah, her case gonna be over when she end up like her friend. That's when her case gonna be over. My question is, who taking her place? I don't know. I hope they don't have another nasty island. But if they found this one nasty island, I can guarantee you they got 3-4 more nasty islands around the world. You already got sex tourists, these dirty old clear people from this country going over into third world countries in Southeast Asia, namely to victimize children, and sometimes into Africa pretending to be missionaries. Okay? Yeah, she knows stuff about them people. They ain't finna do that. Say Ghislaine in jail while Diana got a reality show. I'm just saying. It wasn't nothing they could do. They had to put her in jail. They couldn't let her just walk because she was his right-hand man. She was the right-hand man. So they couldn't let her walk, but they couldn't just jump at her. If they just jump at that lady like that, all hell will break loose, and y'all know it. Ms. Reese say it's the people with real power and money running things in that camp. But get this, Ms. Reese. This is where I be looking at our people like, y'all better catch up to what's happening. It's always the people with real power and real money pulling the strings. We always worry about goofy stuff, talking about a goddamn Illuminati all the time. Hell, if them people exist, do you really think your poor black behind will know anything about it? Let's really be real. Just like we don't know who pulling the strings behind that trial, y'all don't know nothing about no real power in this world. They keep that away from us. What you got is a bunch of fantasy theories from bored poor Negroes making up stuff on YouTube. It's the truth. Destiny, what you say? Say that's just what they allow us to see. She gonna end up getting gout in the eye and pneumonia and gonna be from the world. Watch. Yeah, they're gonna say she had something that don't exist and she out of here. I'm just saying. Cheryl, sis, what's happening? You driving but listening. Be careful out there. Be safe. That's why I say I laugh at our people when we sit up and make up stuff. Listen, I know our lives ain't what it ought to be. Some days your life just feel downright bad. Sometimes it be one trouble after the other, after the other, after the other. And I understand it. Okay? I get it. But all this escapism that black folks engage in, trying to escape reality, all this living in fantasy, making up stories, you ain't got no proof, just some crap you done strung together like beads on a string. Stop that and pay attention to what's really going on around you, the stuff that actually concern you, the stuff you can do something about. Making up all this old crazy stuff, and you seeing what real power do. Real power let you conduct traffic on the railroad to the nasty island and walk away with only 20 years. That's what real power do. And I bet you she don't even do 20 years, all them 20. She ain't gonna do all them 20. How much y'all want to bet? Thank you. We don't know the names of the people who really running the show. We ain't got no idea. But sitting up, making up crazy stories and getting mad when people don't believe that mess. If you don't go take some fluoxetine or Vistaril and sit down somewhere, Kenya 330 say it's the two richest families in the world that run the world. I believe to select president and to be elected. We don't know who running nothing. You know what I'm saying? We could guess. We don't know nothing. You don't even know if them are the two richest families in the world. We don't know nothing about them people. We ain't nowhere near them people. Right, Chocolate Sunshine. It goes deep. It go too deep. Candy R say yes, it's way too much. Pay attention to the things that make sense. You right, preach. Nope, she will not. That lady ain't gonna do them 20 years. They gave her 20. I bet you they had that health out in less than 10. Say that woman got some information that'll really shake things up and cause chaos. Exactly. I bet you they done talk with that heifer behind the scenes. Like, look, this is what we gonna tell the people. This is what we gonna do. We gonna sentence you to 20. You're going to be out by whenever. While you in there, you're going to have all your privileges. Just keep your mouth shut so you don't end up like your little friend. Okay? Heidi Fleiss released a black book, but Heidi Fleiss wasn't bothering nobody. Heidi was just selling coochie. That's all Heidi was doing. She wasn't running on Nasty Island. Destiny say exactly. My daddy told me something that I have taken with me in my journey. You can't worry. Just be prepared. Live your life. And don't forget to pray too. Say exactly. It's much deeper than what we could imagine. Yo-Yo Mayo. How you doing? Welcome. Say she might not make it. She might not make it. And you know what else, yo? Not only might she not make it, but if she does make it, you know what that tell me? That tell me she got to deal with them people. I believe she got a deal. The fact that she ain't already been found in her cell like her friend, I feel like Ghislaine done made a deal with them people behind the closed doors, under the tables, in the corridors of real power. Yeah, his girlfriend. But girlfriend smart enough to be quiet. So girlfriend still breathing. Say, yep, and you'll be out in 10 to 15. She got a deal that we don't know about. She might not even do that much, girl. Miss Thing got a whole deal. And if she in there, I bet you she got all the privileges. I bet you. Mm-hmm. Oh, you welcome. I'm so glad you're here. You say she just not talk to anyone. She needs to just not talk. Yeah, she don't need to talk to nobody. Mm-mm. Not even a chaplain. Nobody. Right. They might be bringing their help for Uber Eats in there. We don't know what's finna happen. What up, Egypt in the building? Okay. Yeah, I don't put nothing past them. They can listen. They gonna do whatever they got to do to protect their little dirty secrets. I heard about it. I just didn't want to watch no movie about it. Like, why we gonna glorify that? Like, I don't want to glorify none of that stuff. I don't want to give them no money off that stuff. I didn't participate in Nasty Island. I don't support nobody who did participate in Nasty Island. And furthermore, I don't want to give you no money for making no show about Nasty Island. Not when Nasty Island shouldn't even exist. It shouldn't be no dirty island. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. But I just wanted y'all to know about that. I think that's pretty much it. Like, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go too far because some of the stuff I really do not want to talk about. I'm not finna talk about Wendy Williams showing them feet. I feel bad for her though. I feel like TMZ should have probably. Well, I guess TMZ really couldn't stop her from showing it, but I feel bad. She was talking about her condition. That lady says she can only feel 5% of her feet. I feel bad. I really feel bad for her. I feel like that lady going through a whole lot. Martin done blew everybody's high because he told them it more than likely ain't gonna be no Martin reboot. They're not gonna reboot that show. But he said it might be a movie with Shanae, but it ain't gonna be no reboot of Martin, which it really don't surprise me in a way. But I'm like, why we gotta get a Shanae movie? I feel like we got enough movies of black men in dresses, but it's none of my business if that's what y'all want to do. Say we can't confidently say we don't support the people who participated in Nasty Island because we don't know who was all involved. That's what scares me. It don't scare me. If I don't know, I don't know. Then I'm not guilty. But the minute I find out that you was on Nasty Island, I don't support you. Yo say, but it does speak up for the victims. Showed a lot of their stories. Yeah, but okay, but now let me ask you this question, right? Do it really speak up for the victims or does it exploit the victims for money? Because the money they make it off this show, are they giving it to the victims or are they putting it in their pocket? Yeah, TMZ knew it was going left. I don't know why they let that lady put them feet up there. They should have said, Wendy, don't, you ain't got to show it. You ain't got to show it. You ain't got to show it, please. Yeah, I don't want to see no Shanae movie. Yeah, Tyler Perry did enough. He was just out in public in Georgia. They said walking through the grocery store with that big dress on. Something wrong with that man. Hey, Star girl, how you been? For real, it's enough of that. Yeah, I thought they had kind of reconciled and got past the point that she lied on him. And she did all that to go do that whack movie Sprung. And the movie was so whack, like I don't even think nobody watched Sprung. So Wendy already posted them feet before. I don't know why she had to show it live. I don't either. I don't know why she felt like she needed to do that. I can't imagine why. I don't know that I would have. Mm-mm. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So I think that's it, y'all. I seen some of Brittany Griner news, but we know that girl ain't coming home no time soon. No, at all. Yeah, he did barely do that little reunion. I think the rest of them would enjoy it more than him, but he say that ain't likely to happen. Okay. You say Tyler's starting to creep you out more and more. He been creeping me out. He looked funny. The way his mouth made and everything is real creepy. Yeah, I'm ready for RHOP too. I am. Definitely going through a lot. Definitely going through a whole lot. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Ain't too much else going on that we gonna cover today. Like I said, I'll be back so we can talk about episode 2 of College Hill. So we could really get into it. Cause episode 1 was good, y'all. How many of y'all watch College Hill? Did y'all see it yet? Now you know what? Kobe Cole, there you go. I wouldn't have the confidence to leave someone with one good foot. Now you know. You know. You know. Yeah, Gina need that check. Gina should have thought about that when she was lying back in the day. Mm-hmm. Did that. But anyway, y'all, go watch. If you haven't watched, go watch and catch up on episode 1. I'm about to watch episode 2 in a little bit, and then we'll be back to talk about episode 2 because episode 1 was was really entertaining. It really did. Yo, you say College Hill? Okay, I gotta watch her. It's good. It's so good. Oh my god, it's so refreshing to get some more Nene because our HOA has been torturing the hell out of us. Yes, that's gonna be tonight. Tonight, it's on BET Plus. You can always go back and watch, even if you missed it. Grab BET Plus and watch it. You can cancel it right after this show go up. Thank you, Shannon. That's the whole idea. We want you to feel like you with family chopping it up. BET Plus, grab your College Hill because we talking about it tonight, honey. I am enjoying it. All right, see you later. BET Plus, Cheryl, BET Plus, online, BET Plus. It is real good. Real, real, real good. Okay. Hey, LJ, you got to watch episode 2. Watch it right now because I'm going to watch it and we're going to be back this evening to talk about episode 2 of College Hill, y'all. Okay. Now, in the meanwhile, what I'm going to need y'all to do for me, if you don't mind, is go ahead on and hit that, child, wait a minute. Hold on, hold on. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought I saw something. But what was I saying? Yeah, go ahead and watch it so we can all talk about it together. Ask the court for more time. Child, they didn't just ask for more court for more time. They want the proceedings with Nene to be private and behind closed doors. Nene wants it out in the open. Bravo don't want them proceedings to go public so they can keep calling that lady a liar. And if you out in the public, ask Johnny Depp. When you out in the public, the people that's lying on you, they get exposed. Give me like, probably like around 8 o'clock Central Time. So 9 Eastern, 8 Central. If you in California, like 6 o'clock your time. We'll be back. Hey, Born to Be Wild. Say Nene is good in all reality TV. She was good on The Apprentice too. Oh yeah, because she's got a big personality. I'm telling you, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We are surely going to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I can't wait. We'll be back. I enjoyed every bit of it because, like I said, when it comes down to it, Nene gave us more in the first 10 minutes of that show than we've gotten all season with RHOA. 10 minutes versus all season. That's all I'm saying. So we'll be back, y'all. Listen, please, y'all, hit that like button. Thumbs up, please. Thumbs up this video. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Also, remember to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, if your subscribe button is red, please turn it gray. Hit the subscribe button. It's free. I promise you. No charge. And the last free button is your notification bell. Please hit your notification bell and then click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on the porch to review a show, to get our news and updates, to read the funny papers, to laugh together, all that good stuff. So please, 1, hit the like button. 2, hit subscribe. And 3, hit that notification bell and make sure you click all on your drop down so you'll know every time we go live. I will check on you guys this evening so we can talk about College Hill episode 2 with our girl Nene Leakes. And we're going to see what happened with Ray J because it looked like it got a little spicy. But we'll talk about that later. Love you guys. Be positive, be productive, be encouraged. Most importantly, remember to encourage somebody else. And in case nobody else tells you, remember, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. And we'll talk a little bit later tonight. Bye, y'all.